from threatening a bombardment. This one would impose a blockade in the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran refused to reopen fully to oil and other shipping last week.
Other nations are working so that Iran will not be able to sell oil, and that will be very effective.
The president talking to reporters last night returning to Washington after weekend talks with Iran fizzled in Islamabad, where Fox's Lucas Tomlinson reports.
Vice President J.D. Vance offering what their officials are calling his final offer to the Iranians, which includes some red lines. That has been taken back to Tehran, and perhaps President Trump upping the ante, now saying he's going to put a blockade on Iranian ports in the Strait of Hormuz if they don't reach a deal. 10 a.m. Eastern, the U.S. Military Central Command says the blockade will be enforced impartially against vessels of all nations entering or departing Iranian ports.
Iran has responded that no port in the region will be safe. As a result, oil prices back up more than 7%. WTI back over $104 a barrel, leading stock futures lower on Wall Street. Now back to the president. He also ranted against Pope Leo on Truth Social and told reporters,
he's a man that doesn't believe in stopping crime. He's a man that doesn't think that we should be toying with a country that wants a nuclear weapon so they can blow up the world.
Pope Leo responded this morning before landing in Africa for an 11-day trip.
Too many people are suffering in the world today. Too many innocent people are being killed, and I think someone has to stand up.
Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell has dropped out of the governor's race in California.
The 45-year-old Democrat has been accused of sexual misconduct by 4 women. Allegations include one former staffer who says Swalwell sexually assaulted her on 2 occasions. Swalwell has repeatedly denied these claims.
That's Fox's Alex Hogan. And Swalwell, there are calls from Democrats and Republicans for him also to resign from Congress. America's listening to Fox News.
The NBA playoffs are right around the corner, and now you can trade on every game on Kalshi. You can also trade on who wins each series, the conference finals, and the championship. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in the live market. No house and no odds maker. And as the odds move, you can buy in and out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app, use code PRESS to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
An ally of President Trump's in Europe has been voted out of office, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban. And the House's Democratic leader in Washington, Hakeem Jeffries, posted on X, a far-right authoritarian is out. Trump sycophants and MAGA extremists in Congress are next in November.
A result with huge ramifications for Hungary, for Europe, and for Russia. Tens of thousands in Budapest celebrating the landslide election of Péter Magyar as Prime Minister, ending the Viktor Orban era.
I've never thought this would actually happen. I've been praying for this for 16 years.
I think this nation woke up.
Hungary is free now! Yay!
The new Prime Minister wants to move Hungary away from Russian influence. He'll be a stronger supporter of Ukraine and the European Union. Magyar's election comes despite Vice President Vance campaigning for Viktor Orban last week. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
We mentioned a stock sell-off brewing. Dow futures are down almost 500 points. The family of a late police officer who died while on duty in Nassau County, New York, has gotten a big financial lifeline.
If that driver had killed 42-year-old officer Patricia Espinoza 35 minutes later, she would have been on duty and earned a full police pension. Instead, she was on her way to work when she died, and there's no pension for her family. That irony was not lost on a coalition representing hundreds of Long Island pizzerias. So they donated $5 for every pie sold on February 25th, raising $200,000 for the officer's family. Roger Stern, Fox News.
At Golf's Masters, a repeat for Rory McIlroy, winning at Augusta again, telling CBS.
Can't believe I waited 17 years to get one green jacket, and, I get 2 in a row. It's just sort of the way, I don't know. I think all of my perseverance at this golf tournament over the years has really started to pay off.
McIlroy is the 4th golfer to win back-to-back Masters. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a check of local news. The defense for former Illinois House Speaker Michael Madigan making their case for why his conviction on federal corruption charges should be overturned. He's currently serving a 7.5-year federal prison sentence after being convicted last year. Prosecutors claiming Madigan conspired with others to get ComEd to make monetary payments to his associates in exchange for favorable legislation. April's Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Illinois troopers and local police increasing enforcement for texting, social media use, video watching, and other distractions. IDOT says over 250 people killed and more than 28,000 injured in distraction-related crashes. 22nd Annual Festival of Quilts brought crowds to Cunningham Children's Home in Urbana over the weekend. The event featured quilt display, shopping, baked goods, and both in-person and online sales, proceeds supporting local youth programs. And that's what's happening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Thank you, Jim Miller, and good morning, friends. It is, hello, friends. It's Jim Nance from the Masters Golf Tournament. That was spectacular. It was unbelievable. I didn't know who was going to win. There were 7 people in contention in the last hour. It's crazy. Man, it looked nice down there in Georgia, Augusta, Georgia. Well, good morning. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey. It is Monday. This is April 13. Windy, Mr. Greg Soye, over the weekend, blowing around quite a bit.
Yeah, despite, kind of wet grounds, just dried enough to get a little blowing dust and some reduced visibilities in a couple of spots. But, more or less an almost late spring, early summer setup. But this too shall pass. Not the warmth nor the wind, but the dry time. Get it done while you may as we get incrementally wetter as the week wears on.
Thinking geraniums, is it too early? Because I really want to start doing that.
Yeah, so. I always thought it's like just a little before, Mother's Day when you can start to get that in the ground. So
yeah, but selection is better earlier.
Okay.
Well, that too, but don't see any super cold for now coming back in.
I just have to go out and put
should be able to be okay.
Sheets on everything, I guess. And the sheets would go away.
That's one way to approach it.
All right, so it's 7:07. It is Monday morning. Meteorologist Greg Soye brought to you by Kurt Lenschow over at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Kurt and State Farm are there. Okay, sir, we are looking at a middle of the week of April. It's, gosh darn, almost halfway done. We have taxes due Wednesday, if you're keeping track of all that.
Yep.
All right, sir, we have rain, I guess, possible this week.
Yeah, well, probable and likely, and the chances and the coverages will vary in a typical, we're more or less the maps, the charts are behaving almost like an early summer setup around here, both with temperature and humidity in mind, and with frontal boundaries slowly encroaching and approaching across the area, will ultimately begin to ramp up severe weather potential by the middle and late portions of the week, too. So kind of busy around here. Get it done while you may. If you're okay on soil moisture, at least it's beginning to firm and dry. Just think it's going to be increasingly less busy with field work in mind going forward, but additional drought relief as well here in the days and weeks to come. Radar's got a little blurb in parts of northeastern Missouri. That's the mechanism that may introduce something in here late this morning or more so this afternoon. Out the door this morning, 65 at Willard and Savoy, 63 now up at Rantoul. That breeze out of the south and southwest at 16 miles per. Gust about 25 to 35 miles per hour for the day today. Maybe a little more blowing dust in some of the open, drier areas, if you will. A small chance for an isolated shower and thunderstorm late this morning and this afternoon. Partly city skies. Down tonight to a low after we top out around 80 today to 65 for tonight. Still a pretty small risk for a shower thunderstorm this evening and again after midnight. Tomorrow, some near record-setting highs up to around 83 with a partly sunny sky and even Steven crack 50-50 on the showers and thunderstorms scattered morning and into the afternoon. They'll pick up in coverage, scope, and intensity tomorrow night, especially after midnight. Low down to 66 and a couple of rounds, plural, of showers and thunderstorms for the day Wednesday, probably into Thursday as well. High temperatures there into the upper 70s. A little lesser rain chance. We warm it up. Near record setting 85-degree reading on Friday. More widespread showers and thunderstorms Friday night into Saturday with weekend highs of about 76 on Saturday. We do turn cooler. Highs near 60 on Sunday into the 60s next Monday. A couple of days of dry time for Sunday and Monday. They'll ramp up more storms the middle part of next week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
His year again. Rory is a rare repeat winner at Augusta.
Yeah, Rory McIlroy won, I think, the greatest weekend at golf, frankly. It just is unbelievable to watch the beauty of the telecast of the Masters Golf Tournament. Bobby Jones built the course, and only 4 people have won 2 years in a row. Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player, Nick Faldo, and now Rory McIlroy.
I thought Tiger did it.
I'm sorry. Not Gary Player, Tiger.
Yeah.
So it was Nick Faldo in order. It was Nicholas, Faldo, Tiger, and now Rory. It hasn't happened in 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
And here he is hugging everybody. His little daughter. It's so funny. His daughter can't be more than 5.
Right.
And he's talking after it's all over. They have a ceremony that isn't carried on television. And he says, my daughter Poppy loves all the ice cream, and she puts her hand on her face like she's embarrassed. Does a 5-year-old get embarrassed? I thought that was different. Anyway, his mom and dad were at the Masters. They'd never been before.
Nice.
And this is their only child was Rory. And Rory was on the British television shows as a young Tiger. He admired Tiger. He wanted to be like Tiger. And he was on this talk show in Great Britain, and he was saying how he practiced, and he used to hit little chip shots into his mom's washing machine. And so they put a washing machine out there, and on his 3rd try, he got it in a little hole.
Okay.
Like it's like positioned like the dryer, it's swing open. But he's just a little guy, 10-year-old, supposedly at that time, whatever tournaments he was in, he's the best 10-year-old golfer in the world.
Okay.
So he's been at golf. His mom and dad worked different shifts to pay for everything. So I think the dad worked overnight, the mom worked during the day.
Okay.
And they got him through all the stuff you have to do. You have to travel, you have to enter tournaments. And that's what they did, but he is their only child, and he's Rory McIlroy. And just as nice a man.
Yeah.
And he's stuck with the PGA during all the live golf. Now the live golfers are coming back. But I don't know, outside Bryson DeChambeau, I don't think any of the live golfers will ever win again. When you switch divisions and you go overseas and you wear shorts and start on 12, it's like a scramble. How can you ever be serious to grind out a golf victory like that again? Mm-hmm. And they have $180 million. So what's your why?
Right.
So that's just my theory. I don't know, except for Bryson DeChambeau, who's kind of a different animal. Anyway, it was great. It was an awesome sporting event following the Easter weekend. So beautiful and so many people. And you have to apply for tickets. It's a lottery system every year. And then if you win them, you theoretically can sell them. But I'm understanding if you sell them, you never get them again. And they can track that stuff. I got Cardinal tickets one time about 7 or 8 years ago, and we put them online because they had a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And the Cardinals contacted me within an hour. Said, you can't do that.
Oh, wow.
So how do they know? Guess they can track the ticket number and everything else.
Everything's got a code on it.
Anyway, so there's that. But if I actually got 4, I would probably take Nathaniel Christian Benjamin. We'd go. It'd just be an experience. Now, you're not going to see the golf tournament very well. I get it, but you'd be there.
Right.
You get to walk in the garden and you get to enjoy all of that. Mm-hmm. So really, really, really good over the weekend. The Fighting Illini gets Stefan Vax. He's an all-freshman Big East player.
Vaaks.
Yep, he's, I think, Estonia.
Yeah. 6'7".
6'7".
So we get to do the gesture.
We still doing that?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, he's really good. Mike LaTulip with Jeremy Warner 24/7. I'll play what he does. I think we're after John Blackwell. I think it's us and Duke.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think I'd go to Duke because there's too many question marks as to what you're going to play. What's your position? They haven't declared who's coming, who's going out of Duke. So maybe he waits till that shakeout. I mean, why not come to Illinois when there's clearly a huge spot for you? You stay closer to home. Your dad played here, man.
That's right. You've got some connections, some ties to the U of I.
If you have Stefan Vax, if you get John Blackwell, and somehow get the core guys to stay, you're a top 5 team now. That'd be pretty exciting. Going to the year, that kind of ranking.
And, of course, Keaton's entering the NBA draft. We learned that on Saturday.
Yep. As expected, it's just too much generational wealth. If he makes the top 10, it's probably a $30 to $45 million deal that's guaranteed. I mean, it's just nuts.
Really nice statement on X, in case you follow, and talked about his journey here in Champaign and how it's been a journey of a lifetime, and really appreciates everybody and all the fan base here at the U of I. And
it's just you never know what can happen in your life in 12 months. He's picking the boutonniere for prom 12 months ago. He's nervous. The girl's cute. He's 6'6". Is she wearing heels? She'll have to. I mean, it's just all that. Is the bow tie right, Mom? I mean,
Shawnee, Kansas.
Yeah, we're going down to Casey's. What do you want to do today? 12 12 months later, he's the darling of the NBA draft.
Right.
Unbelievable.
It
All
looks like Farmer City Raceway. Bobby Pierce got that checkered flag. Boy, a lot of good times as they're out of the gate with the World of Outlaws and the Illini 100. Of course, here we had ESPN 93.5 carrying the St. Louis Cardinals, Boston on top yesterday. Here's your Redbird Recap.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. And Ricky, a great start to the series with a 3-2 win. And it was Dustin May having a great start. But the next two games, the starting pitching was better for Boston than the Cardinals. The Red Sox won 2 out of 3 and capped things off with a 9-3 win yesterday.
It was Brian Bayo better than Andre Palante yesterday. The Cardinals did get a couple of home runs. Alec Burleson hit his 50th career homer, and Jordan Walker homered again. He now has 7 of them, but Wilson Contreras with 4 hits. Trevor Story with 4 hits. Too much from the Boston Red Sox offense.
And Mason Wynn wasn't able to go the last 2 days with a sore leg after being hit by a pitch Friday.
Cardinals miss him on the defensive side especially.
The Cardinals will take on the Guardians. Cleveland is in to begin 3 with Liberatore on the mound tonight.
Cleveland's always a good team, and it's up to Libby to keep them quiet.
Matthew Liberatore against Gavin Williams, airtime 5:50 for the Cardinals and Guardians.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Cubs beat Pittsburgh yesterday. Dang it, I had a chance to go to that game, and it turned out that Chicago was like sunny and 80.
Ooh,
it
nice.
turned into a nice game to play. 7-6 was the final over Pittsburgh, and now they've got a series starting up at Philadelphia with a 5:40 start using Javier Assad on the mound for the Cubbies.
The Pirates might be in first place.
Is that right?
Which is like what?
Right.
So they've gotten a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Chicago White Sox over Kansas City. That final was 6-5. They'll be at Tampa Bay tomorrow. Illinois softball loses to UCLA in 5 innings. We had New Orleans over Illinois baseball 8-7. Illinois baseball 18-16, and we'll hit SIUE tomorrow at 6. So that's pretty much sports to the hour, and the big news was Rory, of course.
Yeah, and Mihailo Petrovic and
Tony Bilic.
Tony Bilic.
Yeah.
They're leaving Illinois. They didn't play. Mihailo played a little in the first semester, but that was so that's not unexpected.
Right.
But no word on some of our other regular fellows that play a lot. We haven't heard about the Ivasiches or David or Jake Davis. So hopefully, well, they have to by, I think, Monday, next Monday.
And we'll see him on Wednesday at Gordyville.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Weather brought to you by Busey. For over 158 years, it's Busey, member FDIC. Your weather for the week from Looking Monday, April 13. Here's meteorologist Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity. Often riding on a late spring, early summer feel, more or less like a mid-May to early June setup on temperatures for this week. Each day, some degrees, some coverage, some mention of showers and thunderstorms. The rain chances at 30% for later this morning and this afternoon. Partly sunny, seasonally warm, turning more humid, up around 80 for the high. That gusty southwest wind above 25 to 30 miles per hour times. Breezy mild tonight, down to a low of about 65, and a stray shower thunderstorm chance early and late. Tomorrow, better than even odds as the late afternoon wears on for showers. Thunderstorms are still scattered tomorrow morning. Partly sunny and seasonally warm, humid, windy with a high at about 83. We'll bottom out tomorrow night in the mid-60s. Showers, thunderstorms across the area. Showers, thunderstorms early and late in the day on Wednesday and Thursday as well. Highs of about 80 on Wednesday and into the upper 70s for Thursday. We'll have more rain back in the forecast for Friday and into the weekend as well. We'll keep you posted right here for TVJ Broadcasting. I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
This is the Our Idea is Ready to Launch vision. This is the Create Great Jobs vision. This is the We Need More Space vision. This is Busey, where your business visions become realizations. Through securing capital for growth and comprehensive strategies that ensure a prosperous future. Because thriving businesses mean thriving people and thriving communities. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
This is Paul Reekin with Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. This April, pick any day of the month. Don't miss our spring cleaning, scratch and dent, and or discontinued sale event of the century. We're talking 50, 60, 70% off the already reduced price. Wow! Now's the time to replace that dishwasher that's barely washing dishes. Here we have a dishwasher with a small dent on the door. Your kids are playing football in the kitchen every night while you're making dinner. It's gonna get dented anyway. Now you have a fully functional dishwasher and you saved $400. How about a refrigerator? Last year's model, not a single scratch. Save yourself $1,000 and put it towards the family summer vacation. Awesome! A new vent hood above your range. Be honest, you haven't looked at those grease filters since the late 90s. Buy a closeout hood and watch it shine from a room over for the next quarter century. It's the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World Spring Cleaning, Scratch and Dent, and or discontinued closeout appliance sale of the century. You don't have to rush. The sale is going on the whole month of April. Unless it's April 29th, you might want to hurry. Wow!
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Nate Evans. Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Reefstack. I'm the co-owner of Shimmer and Chic Boutique.
We can help you get dressed for Easter, Mother's Day, graduations, and so much more. I'm Taylor Reefstack, and I am the co-owner of Shimmer and Chic Boutique. We are a women's clothing boutique located at 101 North Main Street in Tuscola. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook under Shimmer and Chic Boutique. You can also join our Facebook group called Shimmer and Chic VIP to find all the latest deals and new items.
All right, ESPN 93.5. So what's going on in Iran? The vice president, along with the other two fellows, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, talked for 21 hours with some of the Iranians in Islamabad, Pakistan. 21 hours over the weekend, nothing. Because Iran's like, okay, this is what we need. We are going to enrich our uranium. No, you can't enrich uranium. You can't head toward your nuclear warhead. So I don't know what they talked about for 21 hours when they're so far apart. So they flew home, and now they're here, and now we are actually blocking the Straits of Hormuz as of I think 10 a.m.
Okay.
And that means you can't go through. If it's a strait, I think that's an international law that you can't close a strait, which brings oceans together, like the Indian Ocean and the other one on the other side.
Right.
And that you don't have to follow that rule. So, because they're threatening other ports now, I don't know. We're just in a position where we've taken them off of the nuclear stuff. That's good. You've really brought down a lot of bad people. That's good, but I don't know. I don't know what else you can do. I really don't, because you really can't do a regime change. That if that was part of the goal, that you can't do that, it won't work. We've tried that before. When people are, set in a culture that is such, they have no idea what we feel here or the freedoms that we have here. Mm-hmm. So it is not good. I don't know exactly how this ends, because if they still have drones and things that can disrupt and hurt people. And the whole Middle East is against them. They really are. But nobody knows exactly what to do, because they keep putting in spokespeople who are going to die if they get, identified as somebody that needs to go. They can target them. They got the intelligence. So that's what we know this morning. Again, gas prices are annoyingly high. $4.29. I saw in Tuscola, if you're in the area, it's like $3.72.
I got 369 in Wisconsin before I crossed the border to Illinois, where I knew I'd
it's
be a lot higher.
If you have a truck, it's a bunch. So.
Yes.
All right, 725. I did want to play this Mike LaTulip analyzing what we get with the new guy, Stefan Vax, all Big East freshman team.
From Providence, averaging 15.8 points in his freshman year.
The video I saw, he was making threes heavily guarded. He was with a bad team. Providence wasn't very good.
Okay.
So he'll get to come to a better program. He'll have to play better defense. But as far as dishing, driving to the basket, and shooting, yeah, he's 6'7", another tall guy. I like it.
All right, what is Illinois getting in Stefan Vax, transfer from Providence? I think one of the better gets in the portal thus far in this cycle nationally. So I want to show the strengths. I want to show the weaknesses. I want to show how he fits into this Illinois ecosystem. What's the first thing that sticks out with Vax? I mean, it has to be his ability to make shots off the bounce. I think when you have bigs that can shoot it, like Illinois does, when you have pick-and-pop bigs, now you put the opposing big men, if they want to play drop coverage, in a really tough spot. And then just using his frame and his size at 6'7", warding off defenders. We saw Keaton Walker do a little bit of this year. Passing ability, I think, is really good too. I mean, you have a great Hezzy here. And when you look at Illinois' offense, their ability to stretch the floor vertically, where they put guys in the short corner, dunker spot, and when you make this low man have to make a decision, you got to play the game, and you got to have a guy that can make those reads and understand where the ball needs to go. So here he makes the right read, throw over the top to Ernwunse, and gets the bucket. But room for improvement defensively, certainly. I think that's I wouldn't say it's a strength for him right now. Where does he fit in with Illinois, just within their ecosystem? I mean, I think defensively with Adam Fletcher, with the strength conditioning program they have there, I think he'll make strides. Because you got to think with the way Illinois plays defensively, it's more conservative. There's more size around Vax, so you keep the ball in front. You're bigger in gaps. You protect the paint. I think all that's going to help Vax.
Yep, I think it will. If you're in our program, obviously we have guys that get a lot better, and we've shown that over and over and over. So we will see. It's just a whole, can you just imagine, well, what's he thinking? Does he really want to come here? Yeah, well, what's his grandma think? Okay, well, how much? That's all that matters now. Well, what's the number? And it went pretty quick. So here's the guy, and I don't know if everybody knows each other, but he's been a pro ball player in Europe. So this kind of, I'm sure they know each other. I'm sure the Davids and the Ivasiches know Vax. So this is turning pretty well. The whole Balkan thing has gone quite well.
I think so too.
And again, there's no feel. I've heard nothing. I've heard that John Blackwell probably, if he's not the number one portal guy this year, he's 2 or 3. This kid was the 13th best. There's like 3,000 kids in the portal. And so this is a good get, 6'7", and can really light it up. 35% from 3 his freshman year. And again, a lot of the video I saw was like he's really guarded. All right, so coming up, I want to play the Brad Underwood. If you missed our interview with Brad Underwood last week, I thought it went quite well.
Me too.
And it kind of leads into Wednesday night with Gordyville and Coaches versus Cancer, a huge fundraiser, hoping to get over $500,000.
Kicking Cancer event to benefit cancer research.
So if you did not hear this, stand by. Even if you heard it, you might catch something you missed. Brad Underwood, the interview we conducted last week, is coming up next.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Reefstack. I'm the co-owner of Shimmer and Chic Boutique.
We can help you get dressed for Easter, Mother's Day, graduations, and so much more. I'm Taylor Reefstack, and I am the co-owner of Shimmer and Chic Boutique. We are a women's clothing boutique located at 101 North Main Street in Tuscola. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook under Shimmer and Chic Boutique. You can also join our Facebook group called Shimmer and Chic VIP to find all the latest deals and new items.
This is the Our Idea is Ready to Launch vision. This is the Create Great Jobs vision. This is the We Need More Space vision. This is Busey, where your business visions become realizations. Through securing capital for growth and comprehensive strategies that ensure a prosperous future, because thriving businesses mean thriving people and thriving communities. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
If you need help with your copying system, you can call Watts Copy Systems. They are locally owned and operated, efficient solutions for busy offices, and they give you a free valuation. Just give them a call. Watts Copy Systems, 217-352-0428. It is 7:30 in Champaign-Urbana.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. President Trump says the U.S. Navy blockade of the Strait of Hormuz begins at 10 a.m. Eastern.
U.S. Military Central Command says the blockade will be enforced impartially against vessels of all nations entering or departing Iranian ports and coastal areas, including all Iranian ports on the Arabian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. CENTCOM forces will not impede freedom of navigation for vessels transiting the Strait of Hormuz to and from non-Iranian ports.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson in Pakistan. California Congressman Eric Swalwell suspends his campaign for governor.
The 45-year-old Democrat has been accused of sexual misconduct by 4 women. Allegations include one former staffer who says Swalwell sexually assaulted her on 2 occasions. Swalwell has repeatedly denied these claims.
That's Fox's Alex Hogan reporting. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Well, fire crews Saturday morning responded to the unoccupied Champaign Park apartments. They were slated for demolition in a settlement last month. 6 fire engine pumper trucks, 2 hook and ladder trucks, all called. Due to the large nature of the fire, there were 3 fire investigators on the scene. The investigation continues. Second teen in custody after a February shooting in Champaign. Police say man shot February 18 in the 1600 block of Sangamon Drive in Champaign. The victim continues to recover. Initially, a 17-year-old arrested in charge of aggravated battery with a firearm and attempted murder. A 16-year-old arrested in the 900 block of Fair Oaks Drive on charges related to the original investigation. University of Illinois Extension announcing new food safety training opportunities for volunteers across central Illinois. Program aims to reduce foodborne illness risk at community events by teaching safe handling and preparation practices. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, thank you, Jim. Hey, we get our weather for the week with meteorologist Greg Solier, brought to you by Carl.
Movement disorders are like Parkinson's and affect millions. Greater awareness promotes early diagnosis and better care. Learn more at carl.org.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Yeah, real late spring, early summer feel expected for this week. Temperatures certainly well above average. Some near record-setting warmth at times, and each day some degree of shower thunderstorm activity across the area. Up near 80 today. The rain chance is pretty small at 30%. Late morning and afternoon. For a straight shower thunderstorm, partly sunny skies, and that southwest wind gusting above 25 to 30 miles per hour. For tonight, breezy mild on to 65. An isolated shower thunderstorm this evening and again after midnight. Tomorrow, even Steven odds, 50% for a couple of showers, thunderstorms scattered both morning and afternoon. Partly sunny, windy, unseasonably warm and humid. The high about 83. Down around 90 to the mid-60s. A couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms early and a period or two after midnight. And some shower and thunderstorm activity. Pretty good coverages for Wednesday and Thursday. Highs up near 80 on Wednesday, upper 70s Thursday, back into the low to mid-80s Friday, and an isolated shower thunderstorm chance and better coverages on rainfall for Friday night into Saturday with weekend high temperatures in the mid-70s on Saturday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, so we had a wonderful basketball season, of course. We just had a great time, and as we have said over and over again, it all comes down to March. If you do well in March, then it's probably a great year, and we did darn well in March going to the Final Four and got a tremendous bounce, I would think, off of all of that with recruiting, recognition, everything else. So Diane got Brad Underwood on for us.
Yes.
Last whenever it was, because we have no idea. I think it was last Wednesday.
How does things blend together so much? Shauna Green, by the way, on the air with us tomorrow around 8:30.
Excited to talk to her.
Exactly.
Okay, so here we go from last week, but all about the season and the upcoming Coaches versus Cancer at Gordyville Wednesday night. Well, what a season. What a season this was. What
baby.
Heck? We had, as Brad says, joy. It truly was. Do you know, though, that with all of this, Coach Brad Underwood, I've learned so much about you in the last 10 days. This has been like Barbara Walters talking to you about the real inside stuff. It's this. What has this been like for you?
Yeah, it's been, you dream about it as a kid, and then you get to live it, and it's better. And I think the one thing that's just been really cool about the journey was all the people that you come across and all the different stops that I've made, and Susan and the different places and the people that the former students that she taught and the former players and the former, the friends and that has been really cool to reconnect with so many people and that helped you along the way and were a part of it, and I have great appreciation for that.
Okay, I tell you, my goal here is to ask a few questions you have not been asked over the last 10 days, and we're working.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
All right, so first of all, when I've run into you and Susan, I've said a number of times, maybe I've pointed more to Susan, I said, I think Tyler is going to be really good at this. I was impressed with Tyler as a player with the Io DeSumo and I thought he was a glue kind of guy. He felt like a coach to me. But and I texted Tyler and I said, "Good news, I was right."
Yeah, he's got it, and that's not. I'm not trying to be dad here. He's got a great way of communicating. He's got great presence for his age, and I need to stop using his age. He's just got great presence. I think the guys like and people connect with him. He's a connector of people, probably much better at it than I am. And then he's way smarter than I am, and he combines that with his work ethic, and it's been really rewarding. As a dad to see that, and it's been very beneficial to our team.
Well, I mean, it's just number one offense, most efficient offense. Mm-hmm. He's running the offense, but he also, I think, he's had a great effect on you on the bench. You look like a CEO now. You have guys.
Yeah, he just tells me to shut up. But yeah, I think there's. I think one of the things that I haven't been afraid to do is change, and I think that maybe some self-recognition and the way things are and the way things were are different, and you have to understand that, and the relationships that we build today with players are different than they were years ago, so you're it's speed dating, so to speak. You're having to build those and connect in different ways, and personality testing and the processing stuff that we do allows me to have better perspective sometimes, and so it's all been a growing process even for me, and a lot of these young guys on our staff have helped me through that.
Well, you've listened. You've done amazing. I think that the coaching job you did this year was maybe your best ever. It was just a remarkable run. There's always highs and lows, ups and downs. Oh, we're not very good. Oh, we're great. We're top. You were right. We were a Final Four team 2 years ago, and I think we were of the caliber of a national champion this year. Hard, as you say, hard to win in these settings. I mean, it's a bounce here. It's when Keaton got tackled and they stole the ball. It was a turnover, but he actually got assaulted. So anyway, you deal with all of that as you move through all this. But now's the time where you're on the trading floor. All that going on for 2 weeks.
Here we go.
Do you like this process?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
And I mean that, and not trying to be a smart aleck. This used to be the time, you got away, you thought about the season, you processed the season, and now the portal opens today. And, the portal has officially opens today. It's been open, and names and so on and so forth. But I think it's, you just jump right into the future. and what is next year's roster going to be, and retention and all of that plays into this. So we don't have any choice, and we're not going to complain about it. We're going to, some teams have been done for a month, and we were fortunate that we played on the last weekend. So all that's great. We're in a great position. I got a great staff. We've got a program that I'm excited about, that people want to be a part of. That helps. But we're still going to stick to our guns. We're very selective. We're not for everybody. And we'll continue to build the program the way we have the last 5 or 6 years with a lot of with a lot of thought and concern for who we put in our locker room.
I just think it's amazing you put it together every single year. You don't know who you have. You put them together. Some speak English, not many. I mean, but you were able to bring guys together. I mean, every year, different people, different countries, whatever. How do you do that?
Yeah, and I think it's character. It's getting to know them as quickly as we can. Finding guys that want to work, that not afraid of that. Finding guys that want to play for the name on the front, that understand that it's a team game. Yes, there's dollars involved, there's futures involved, but you've got to have some substance as to who you are as a human being to come here. And I think that those are the guys that have benefited the most. And then I look at it this way. It doesn't matter if you're a transfer. It doesn't matter if you're a freshman. It doesn't matter if you're a center. It doesn't matter if you're a guard, a wing. We've found success with all of those.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I think there's an appeal to our program, the way we play offensively. I think the development piece stems from finding people who want to work hard. And I just think it's about the right people, and it's always about relationships to me. And as long as we continue to do that, we'll give ourselves a chance.
I kind of feel the dreams, Joe, when you were talking about don't judge me on the wins and losses on my relationships. And I think I kind of lost it too, because you were kind of losing it. And I'm just like, you've touched these players emotionally. Yes, you had some tough practices. Yes, there were ups and downs. But I think you reached them at a different level, as it's not transactional. They love this place, and I'm hoping a bunch of them come back.
Well, I hope that that's just a little dose of life, and we aren't to a point in our culture and our society where the truth hurts, and hearing the truth is a negative. I'm very honest with people. I tell them that all the time, and you're going to get that from me. So again, we're not for everybody, and a lot of times it's a character issue. But it's just helped us build. It's helped us stay consistent in our winning and losing, and who we have in the locker room. And then, to be very honest, it allows us to have fun. And it's a long season. There's going to be good things and bad things.
Well, when you say it's on me, I'm going, here it comes. Because the guys aren't going to be happy Monday. Not going to be good. But when you say it's on me, I say, Dad, just stop the car.
That's right.
Dad, just stop the car.
Don't make me get out of this car.
This isn't going to go well. But it's effective. It works. Your guys get better. It's been a blast. Okay.
Brett, what do you think about Illini Nation embracing it?
Man.
I mean, this has just been a heck of a ride. Thank you so much.
Well, the one thing that was one of the gentlemen who's been a producer of the Final Four for 45 years, I've known for a long time, and he sent me a text after the practice and said, 45 years of doing this, I have never seen anything like this.
Wow.
For an open practice.
Yeah.
And I'll remember that. I'll remember that more than walking out in front of 72,000 and Lucas Oil. The practice was just incredible, and that feeling of support and love and all of that was just our players felt that, that was incredible. And but it all has to happen together, and the sellout crowds, the traveling to road games, the ability that TV wants us, the ability to recruit players, the facilities, all of it has to happen together, and that's happening. And it's the greatest time ever, in my opinion. We're one of the few that have so many things in place that we can go win a national championship, and that's the goal every year. And but our fans are phenomenal. It impacted every other program there. That's all they were talking about.
That's so cool. Well, now you've never had this short of a turn to Coaches versus Cancer. That's a week from tomorrow already. What the heck?
That's a pretty quick turnaround.
That's a quick turnaround. So who's coming? Do we know yet?
We're going to do a celebration of our team.
Nice.
And so we kind of pivoted late, and have the kind of the Final Four celebration, and tie it into the great fight we've got going against cancer, and we're just going to have a you're
going to draw more people. More people want to go. Absolutely,
this totally makes sense.
You're going to more. How many chairs do you have?
I don't know. I need to ask Nicole because I know it's been a problem.
That's so cool.
It's a good problem.
Yeah.
So I had to do a pivot and tell a few people, sorry, that we'll bring you next year. But I just felt it was a great opportunity, and I look forward to obviously ACS and Coaches versus Cancer is something that's I've been very passionate about for years, and to just tie it in and let our guys see that a little bit, and hopefully raise record amounts of money for this event, but also to have some fun with this group, and maybe the last time this group is really collectively together, and just let the fans have some fun with them as well.
You're going to need a bigger boat because you're going to have more people than you've ever had if this is celebration, and you're going to hear Mirkovich speak. We want to hear David Mirkovich speak all day long.
God help us all. I can't be a filter, and he is truly one of the elite characters, and he's got such a great heart, and he is one of the funniest human beings that I've ever been around, and obviously I think he's one of the best players in the country as well. So we will have fun with Merck.
All right, let me just interject this. This is not a live interview. We did this last Tuesday, and so just the Coaches versus Cancer, I said a week from tomorrow. It's Wednesday this week. Yes. So just FYI, before we conclude this Brad Underwood interview, which was really fun. But God help us if David Mirkovich talks without a filter. He's he was talking to the CBS reporter, and Thomas Lavisevich whispered something in his ear, and she said, "What'd he say?" "It's a secret." "No, what'd he say?" "No, it's a secret. It's a secret." Just kept saying over and over again, deadpan too. So he and then he bought a cowboy hat.
Yes. And because it's kind of a Western theme out there, since it's kind of where they have rodeos and things like that out at Gordyville.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure you'll wear the
cowboy
hat.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Okay, let's conclude. Oh, no.
That's
lost us
way at the beginning, Stevie.
Well, let's just see where we are.
Okay.
Of the elite characters, and he's got such a great heart, and he is one of the funniest human beings that I've ever been around, and obviously I think he's one of the best players in the country as well. So we will have fun with Merck.
I feel like during the breaks on home games, we were seeing Keaton Wagler doing an expression about American Cancer Society and his family having that. Didn't his dad have cancer?
I don't. That's something I don't know.
Okay.
I should. They're such a wonderful family, and obviously Keaton had just tremendous success. This year on the court, and such a terrific kid.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you get Keaton and Brandon Lee and Merck and the twins. I have no idea what could possibly happen, but it will be fun, and they will enjoy it because they enjoy each other.
When will we know a little more about the team, our team? Will it be a month? Will it be weeks? Any idea?
I hope sooner than later, but I don't. Everything is very fluid, again, I think it's one of those deals that you almost sometimes feel helpless about, but yet you've got to approach it in a kind of a professional MBA type mentality, and obviously the young people we have in our program are the most important, and trying to have communication and retention is huge to me.
I think you're getting close to making a movie where this guy, might be the Brad Underwood story. If you knock down the door and we win a national championship, this whole I was an insurance man and made a lot of money but wasn't happy story. This is ridiculous. How could this all happen like this? You were making really good money out of college, and you said, I want to go make $10 an hour or something, and you want to be a coach.
Yeah, that almost got me not married. When you make $300 a month and rent's $299,
yikes!
Your wife to be has to question the intelligence level, but it's the journey is I wouldn't change it because of the people and the acquaintances and all the friends, and it wasn't always easy, but it was sure. It was sure worth it.
Well, I think you lost me with 4 letters, MESA. I'm not driving my team from Dodge City to Mesa for 13 hours and play basketball. I was done. I would have retired.
That's right.
You did that. It's unbelievable. The story is great. It really, really is.
Well, the fact is that the budget only allowed for McDonald's. So if you can imagine the quarter pounder with cheese and the smell of McDonald's fries, and that was probably not the best thing on my gut health.
Unbelievable. Great story. Brad Underwood, here's a question you've not been asked in the last 10 days. When does a coach decide to change his cell number? Because I have coaches' numbers that they still have 217, and they've been gone 20 years. Do you have a 217 now? When do you decide? Because everybody's got your number.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yes. I probably need the secondary phone.
Yeah,
but
right.
But I have such a hard problem keeping track of one that 2 would probably just drive my whole family over the edge because I'm constantly misplacing this one. I literally lost this one in the lobby of the hotel.
No,
I set it down. And walked off, and realized like an hour later that I didn't have it, and it just happened to be where I left it. But
oh my goodness, that'd be a disaster.
So we probably will just keep this one for the time being, and then we'll be selective in who I answer for.
Right.
It's so great to see that family hug. Katie and Ashley was there too, with Tyler and Susan.
The best.
It's so great.
Absolute best.
Yeah, that's what makes it all special. And Katie's engaged and getting married in September. Tyler's getting married here at the end of May, and Ashley's doing great in Chicago. And I couldn't be any more blessed. I've got a great family, and they've been behind me all the way, and Susan's she's the queen of the family, and makes it all go and keeps me in line. So it's pretty special. My mom was in; she's 86 and came in from Kansas, and so it's pretty nice. Pretty touching moment.
You're going to have the best crowd that we've ever had. Word gets out about this is going to be a players' night. They're going to get more
April
people.
15th.
You're going to
Kicking
raise
cancer, baby. Let's do it.
You're going to be more than $500,000 on this one. And listen, congratulations on everything. It's just been exciting. Thanks for taking us all through this on this ride. And hey, man, we'll be at practice before we know it.
That's right.
I hope you get a chance to breathe a little bit.
We'll find some time. It's not right now, but we'll find a little time, and hope to see everybody at Gordyville, and we'll have a heck of a time. And I hope everybody that comes brings a checkbook, and let's raise a lot of money and help cure this disease called cancer.
That's Brad Underwood from last week. Really fun interview, and just really got into areas we've never touched. And frankly, I learned a lot about him during the tournament. I didn't know most of that background.
Oh, yeah, with so many media appearances around that Final Four, it was terrific.
Yep, weather brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Free Dulcimer Jam tomorrow from 2 to 3, through free Ukulele Jam 6 to 8 on Wednesday. Frozen auditions for youth theater coming up. Learn more at urbanaparks.org.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity often riding on a late spring, early summer feel, more or less like a mid-May to early June setup on temperatures for this week. Each day, some degrees, some coverage, some mention of showers and thunderstorms. The rain chances at 30% for later this morning and this afternoon. Partly sunny, seasonally warm, turning more humid, up around 80 for the high. That gusty southwest wind above 25 to 30 miles per hour times. Breezy mild tonight, down to a low of about 65, and a stray shower thunderstorm chance early and late. Tomorrow, better than even odds as the late afternoon wears on for showers. Thunderstorms are still scattered tomorrow morning. Partly sunny and seasonally warm, humid, windy with a high at about 83. Bottom out tomorrow night in the mid-60s. Showers, thunderstorms across the area. Showers, thunderstorms early and late in the day on Wednesday and Thursday as well. Highs of about 80 on Wednesday and into the upper 70s for Thursday. We'll have more rain back in the forecast for Friday and into the weekend as well. We'll keep you posted right here. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne.
What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com. When the storm rolls in, where will you go? Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your family with a custom storm shelter from Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services. At Berg Tanks, their shelters are fiberglass and plate steel safe rooms that can be installed in your garage or exterior, in ground, or on a concrete pad. Built to withstand the toughest storms, giving you a safe, secure place when you need it most. Whether you need a compact unit for a small space or a larger shelter for the whole family, they've got you covered. Their expert team handles everything from excavation to installation so you can have peace of mind before the next storm strikes. Berg Septic also specializes in septic pumping, new system installation, grease trap cleanings, repairs, and maintenance plans to keep your home running smoothly. Call Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services today at 217-367-8632 or visit them online at bergtanksinc.com. That's bergtanksinc.com.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Craving something delicious and a place to kick back? Hit the road to Roadrunner Station in Camargo. They're serving up handmade wood-fired pizzas that are bursting with flavor in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Bring the whole crew, enjoy the bar, check out the gaming room, and make a night of it. And you've got to try their specialty pizzas, like the fully loaded Everything But the Tractor, or the sweet and savory Hawaiian Hitchhiker. Great pizza, great vibes, and great times at Roadrunner Station in Camargo.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now at Lands, it's a great time to buy a new Trane heating and cooling system. We are offering special financing or up to $1,500 off any qualifying train system. At Lands, we know what it takes to deliver exceptional comfort, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you are thinking of a new comfort system, now is the time to buy. And remember, it's hard to stop a train. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Instead of bombing Iran, the U.S. will blockade it. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. In the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran refused to reopen fully, like President Trump demanded when agreeing to a ceasefire. He told reporters last night, flying back to Washington after weekend talks fizzled.
Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. Will not have. There is no way that they're going to get. They still want it.
So 1 hour from now,
the U.S. Navy starting a blockade on Iranian ports around the Strait of Hormuz.
Fox's Trey Yingst also reports from Tel Aviv.
Now, the Iranian military is warning that no Gulf ports will be safe if their own ports are threatened. We understand there are a variety of contingencies in place, and U.S. Central Command says that humanitarian vessels and regular commercial ships not coming from Iran will be allowed to use the Strait of Hormuz.
The stock market sell-off looms with futures falling as oil prices spike up about 8%. Pope Leo, who's been critical of the conflict in Iran, just spoke out in Algeria against continuous violations of international law after President Trump ranted against the Pope on Truth Social and told reporters on Air Force One,
I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo. He's a very liberal person, and he's a man that doesn't believe in stopping crime.
The Pope on his plane headed to Africa responded.
I don't want to get into a debate with him. I don't think that the message of the gospel is meant to be abused in the way that some people are doing. And I will continue to speak out loudly against war.
Congressman Eric Swalwell is dropping out of the race for governor in California, facing sexual misconduct allegations from 4 women.
He made the announcement on X suspending his campaign, writing, quote, to my family, staff, friends, and supporters, I am deeply sorry for mistakes and judgment I've made in my past. I will fight the serious false allegations that have been made, but that's my fight, not a campaign's. Some Democrats and Republicans have said that if Swalwell does not resign, they will try to bring a vote to force him out of the post.
That's Alex Hogan. America's listening to Fox News.
The NBA playoffs are right around the corner, and now you can trade on every game on Kalshi. You can also trade on who wins each series, the conference finals, and the championship. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in the live market. No house and no odds maker. And as the odds move, you can buy in and out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app, use code PRESS to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
A Michigan man, Brian Hooker, remains behind bars in the Bahamas after being arrested in his wife's disappearance. And he claims she fell off their boat while traveling back to their yachts.
We just spoke to his attorney this morning. She says authorities are fishing. They've questioned him several times, but he has not been charged. Brian's attorney says authorities have until tonight to charge him or release him. Another possibility is that they release him today and then re-arrest him. Brian says his wife fell off their dinghy while heading back to their sailboat last Saturday. He blames rough weather conditions for the accident. Now, Brian's attorney says he denies harming Lynette as well as past domestic violence allegations. She says he, quote, feels hopeless without her and wants Lynette to be recovered.
That's Fox's Dana Marie McNichol in Freeport. Pop star Britney Spears, who's had mental health issues in her past, is now in rehab
after getting in trouble with the law. More than a month after her DUI arrest, her representative saying she is voluntarily checked into a treatment facility. The singer arrested in early March on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol and drugs after being spotted driving erratically. California Highway Patrol was able to safely pull her over before conducting a series of field sobriety tests. Authorities say Spears showed signs of impairment. Chemical test results are still pending. She's expected expected to appear in court May 4th. Lillian Wu, Fox News.
We mentioned a looming stock market sell-off. Dow futures are down almost 500 points. In golf, Rory McIlroy wins the Masters again.
Rory is a rare repeat winner at Augusta.
The final call on the final putt on CBS at the Masters, the first major tournament of the year. McIlroy edged out Scotty Scheffler by 1 stroke to win for the second year in a row, just the 4th golfer to ever win back-to-back Masters. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Well, fire crews Saturday morning responded to the unoccupied Champaign Park apartments. They were slated for demolition in a settlement last month. 6 fire engine pumper trucks, 2 hook and ladder trucks all called. Due to the large nature of the fire, there were 3 fire investigators on the scene. The investigation continues. Second teen in custody after a February shooting in Champaign. Police say man shot February 18 in the 1600 block of Sangamon Drive in Champaign. The victim continues to recover. Initially, a 17-year-old arrested in charge of aggravated battery with a firearm and attempted murder. A 16-year-old arrested in the 900 block of Fair Oaks Drive on charges related to the original investigation. University of Illinois Extension announcing new food safety training opportunities for volunteers across central Illinois. Program aims to reduce foodborne illness risk at community events by teaching safe handling and preparation practices. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Yeah, we heard the Masters cost $3,500 to get in on a scalp ticket,
right?
Not on the ticket you would get a lot.
I feel like that might have been the weekend pass. The Friday
$3,500 for the all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money. $3,500 for all in. And again, I've been to the Ryder Cup practice round. I know. You can't see squat.
Right.
You see across the yard over there, Tiger's hitting the ball. Where'd it go? I have no idea.
You're 10 rows deep. And
well, yeah, we just wandered.
But you're there.
We're there, but I didn't see the golf tournament. I go into Indianapolis, standing outside, and said, "This is so fun." How's the game? I don't know. Let's see. Who made the basket?
I mean,
what happened?
The same.
What are they reviewing? I don't know.
The police fan. I had obstructed view, but I was there, and exactly.
No, it's Soya. Have you ever been to a major sporting event like that?
Golf, no.
Basketball, football.
I'd like to. Roaming would be fine, but not at $3,500. So.
Well, no. We were actually when we went to the Ryder Cup practice round. I don't know how long that's been, 20 years, and it was like $750 to get the kids in. And then somebody said, "Hey, I have an extra," and hand it to me. I saved $750.
Got lucky on that.
I was happy.
I do have a question. Like when you get to the at the 18th or various holes where they have actual grandstands, temporary ones put up. Is it first come first serve getting into those things?
I think it is. I think they open at 5 a.m. Then the question is, does it become like the old course in St. Andrews where you're there at 1 a.m.? Sometimes people get there at 10 the night before to have and all you're doing is standing in line in case a member doesn't show up the next day, so you get to go. There's no guarantee you golf. You stand up all night.
Yeah, so you stay in those grandstands and you forego the other 17 holes of the action. Ah, wow.
You see everybody come through, but if you're on 15 and here's Rory hitting a shot, you got to get up. It's over. Nobody's behind them, so you got to chase your way to the 18th and see what you can see. But it's a lot of people. Can't imagine getting out of there too. The guy's not waving me through. I'm stuck in traffic here.
Exactly.
As a quick sidebar, I just love Jim Nance doing golf.
Right.
What a way to relax. I don't even have to watch the thing consistently. Just to hear him,
great.
going.
He's the sound of golf.
Beautiful. Yes.
It's a 90th anniversary of the Masters. He's committed to make the 100th. So
that's what I heard. Yeah.
He'll be 76 at the time. He's 66. But I don't know. There's never been. I don't think overall career. Well, you got Vin Scully. You got some, but he's up there.
Al Michaels still doing football, and he's north of 80, right?
Jack Buck, I thought, was one of the best of all time. But certainly Jim Nance is. I mean, and how does this work? Jim Nance is college roommates with Fred Couples. Wow. Freddie Couples and Jim Nance. I mean, there have been stories of famous roommates. Tommy Lee Jones, you know who his roommate was? The actor Tommy Lee Jones' roommate was Al Gore from Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones from The Fugitive. I believe,
yeah.
right?
Tommy Lee's always been, he was a great actor. Still acting out there, I guess. All right, we check your weather. ESPN 93.5. Our meteorologist is Greg Solier, sir. The week ahead looks a little wet.
Yeah, getting incrementally so. Bits and pieces of chances in between probably 3 significant rounds or I think days worth of weather. That begins here in scattered coverages tomorrow, builds in here tomorrow night, and crescendos over in the course of Wednesday and Thursday. And maybe another crack at it here by late in the weekend, early on into the weekend as we briefly, temporarily move back into cooler, drier air. But the pattern is wet, and I think everyone keeps focusing on this developing El Nino later on this spring and summertime season. I think front and center, folks, we got to be able to get out there and do field work and plant. Some will, most won't here in the days and weeks to come. Got a little something trying to cook out towards Quincy right now in northeastern Missouri. Otherwise, pretty quiet out there. Nice, mild morning. Humidity will climb. South breezes kick in. They're already at 17 miles per at Willard and Savoy. They're at 68 now. 65 at Rantoul, 64 at the Kankakee, 71 under the arch right now, 69 at Effingham, and at the Brickyard as well. We'll top out this afternoon at around 80 and a southwest wind 15 to 25, gust 30 to 35, partly sunny skies. Rain chances at about 30% late this morning into the afternoon, down to 20% for tonight. We'll bottom out at 65. Even Steven, 50-50 in the crack at it. Scattered around here tomorrow morning and in the afternoon, partly sunny, while record and near record setting highs tomorrow at around 83 over parts of east central Illinois. That southwest wind continues to crank along. In the 60s with showers, thunderstorms, a couple of rounds tomorrow night. They'll continue into Wednesday and Thursday at 79 on Wednesday, 78 for the high on Thursday. Then Friday, lesser rain chances, summer-like readings into the middle 80s, and showers and thunderstorms back in for late Friday and Saturday. Drier Sunday, Monday. We do cool off. Saturday high up in the mid-70s. We'll be back into the low to mid-60s Sunday and Monday. More wet weather ahead the middle portions of next week as well. For CVT Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
All right, Monday, April 13th, but I had to look. Good morning. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Hello.
It's good to have you listening here. Shauna Green's up tomorrow.
Yes, right around 8:30. We'll be talking to her about how are things going recruitment-wise, congratulating her on a great season.
Yeah, no, she's what I said. And Josh Whitman made an error. He signed her through 2031 or 2, and I said sign her through 2052, so we're 20 years apart. Now she's top. She's top notch. I think she's, if not the best college women's basketball coach right there. I know Gino. I get all that. Don Stanley, all those, the really successful ones. But Sean has built this from nothing. I mean, I'm sorry. It wasn't anything. She's coming in, and the parents are in the crowd. The aunt and uncle were able to make him from Des Moines.
Right.
There's about 400 people there.
Right.
And we're getting, 8 to 10?
I feel like
I mean, can we ever get to the point of a sellout at State Farm for women like we do men?
Wouldn't that be great?
I think it's very possible with her, and I think it's going to take NIL money. We just got Divine Burris. Burris. I think Burr is what I was phonetically thinking.
Right.
Burridge. It's
it.
Divine Burridge. We better know her name.
I know it. And coming from LSU, her freshman year. On the guy's side, it's Stefan Vox that everybody's talking about.
Stefan Vox, as in Vaaks, and pronounced like Vox.
This Estonia native.
Yeah, why not? Mm-hmm. We love the Balkans. We love the Europeans. We love the pro players.
You are welcome.
Played pro ball, and he's very good. All right, so here's Cameron Young was 10 under. The Masters finished, I think, 3rd. So it was Rory, Scotty, and then a bunch of people at 10.
Mm-hmm.
But here's inside, and very unusual, I think, for a golfer who plays the final rounds on Sunday. So he's winning the Players' Championship. And what did Cameron Young do with his family?
Chris? Cam, I know you went to Mass with the family on Sunday morning of the Players' Championship. Is that something you try to do every week on the PGA Tour with the family? And could you just describe the role faith plays in you and your family's life?
Yeah, I mean, our faith is very important to us. It's something that I feel like brings us together. It's very important, I think, for all of us to kind of have that part of our lives, be a central portion of what we do, individually and as families. So it's a nice opportunity for us to be together, to kind of share something together. And yeah, we find in different church every week. wherever we are, we find Mass to go to, and that week it happens to be right by the golf course, so it's a little bit different, pulling in the tournament car, unloading my kids out, and having people kind of look at you the whole time. But I get a lot of really, really nice comments. People saying, "Hey, thanks for setting a great example for my children," or whatever it is. And honestly, it's great to hear, because I don't feel like that's the case all the time, and that's one area where I'm really happy to be able to bring attention to that part of our life. And I just think it's a great opportunity to show other people that that's what we do.
He is a really good golfer. He's going to bust through and win a major. I don't think there's any doubt. Cam Young.
Yes.
But what it is a good, and Scotty Scheffler's playing for Jesus. He is a devout Christian and happens to be the number one golfer in the world. So what a testimony that is. And who's number 2 in the world? Well, before this weekend was Rory. So he had 2 beating 1. It's just and it's just if you know much about golf, it's just so hard what they're doing. You have no idea the mental anguish that you go through when you miss a putt that you can't miss in a situation like that. And then you have about 15 minutes to dwell on it. But oh, by the way, you got to tee off again in 2 minutes. It's just very hard to describe the mental difficulty, and maybe the toughest sport from the standpoint of football keeps moving, basketball keeps moving, baseball's a little slower but keeps moving. This is where you walk down the fairway and you just hit a shot you can't believe you hit.
Right. This was talking about a recap of sorts. Rory is way off to the right on 18.
Way off.
Trying to hold his 2-shot lead.
And yet you have to walk up there and there's people surrounding you because you hit it so far out. And all of a sudden, in those situations where you hit it off the mark, there are people like 6 feet behind you. And they're being quiet, but everybody's got their phone up. The whole world's seeing this shot. Yeah.
So does he bring his jacket from last year and just put it on the hanger?
I believe you get another jacket.
You get another green jacket, but really you're not wearing that very much out and about, so you could just have the same one.
I don't think you're wearing that except the dinner next year. If you win, usually the person that won the previous year puts the coat on. Well, that was him. So the president of the Masters put it on him. Last year, Scotty Scheffler put it on him.
Okay.
Because he'd won.
Okay, got it.
But what they do is so hard. You have no idea how difficult it is. And they play the golf course so... If you were playing the orange and blue, you'd be teeing off in the parking lot. That's how far back they play. It's like a mile. It's so far. It is just what they're doing. If you play golf, you appreciate it because you're going, that's it. How do they do that?
Uh-huh.
How do they have 3 trees in front of them and they curve it around so it gets on the green? How do you not? I hit the tree. I hit the middle of the tree when I hit it. They hit 2 inches to the right so it doesn't hit the tree. I hit the tree. It's crazy. It's so good.
It talks about the 2 green jackets going to Jack Nicklaus, Nick Faldo, and Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Only players ever to win twice in a row since in the tournament's 90-year history.
Well, the narrative will be, he's the only guy to win a 3. Well, I mean, he certainly will have a chance.
Yeah.
America Saves Week, we think about that. That just ended, but it's also a time for Busey to think about what you're doing with habits financially. But you should celebrate the fact that it's at least in the consciousness of you need to save and you need to spend less.
Mm-hmm.
Save automatically, that's the easiest way to save. Save for the unexpected, that's smart because stuff happens. Save to retire, that's huge because when you're old, you're not going to have a chance to work and have that kind of energy like you used to, unless you are consistently staying in shape, which is possible. Save by reducing debt, and save as a family. Wouldn't it be great to all the kids kind of be in on this? If you want to talk to somebody at Busey, they're happy to sit down with you. You can invest in your financial future. You can go to Busey.com and you can get it started. There is just a wealth of knowledge. I go into the library and information at Busey.com.
Mm-hmm.
Just browse around in there for a day. Stop by one of their many convenient locations for solutions to your personal, business, and wealth management needs. It's nice to have an advocate. They can be that for you and sit with you and go through the steps and say, here's where we get started. Invest in your financial future. Stop by, talk to somebody from Busey and their business and wealth management. They'll help you with all your needs. Busey, for over 158 years. Member FDIC. It is 8:19, ESPN 93.5. We'll be right back.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois. Champaign-Urbana vicinity, often riding on a late spring, early summer feel, more or less like a mid-May to early June sun-up-on temperatures for this week. Each day, some degrees, some coverage, some mention of showers and thunderstorms. The rain chances at 30% for later this morning and this afternoon. Partly sunny, seasonally warm, turning more humid, up around 80 for the high. That gusty southwest wind above 25 to 30 miles per hour times. Breezy mild tonight, down to a low of about 65, and a stray shower thunderstorm chance early and late. Tomorrow, better than even odds as the late afternoon wears on for showers. Thunderstorms are still scattered tomorrow morning. Partly sunny and seasonally warm, humid, windy with a high at about 83. We'll bottom out tomorrow night in the mid-60s. Showers, thunderstorms across the area. Showers, thunderstorms early and late in the day on Wednesday and Thursday as well. Highs of about 80 on Wednesday and into the upper 70s for Thursday. We'll have more rain back in the forecast for Friday and into the weekend as well. We'll keep you posted right here for TVJ Broadcasting. I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Illini fans know when you want the best, you get Jets. Order a large one-topping Detroit-style pizza for just $16.99 when you use promo code LJETS. Or up your game with a large combo for the whole family. Get a large one-topping Detroit-style pizza, your choice of bread and dipping sauce, and a 2-liter Coca-Cola product for just $26.49. Use promo code COMBO and follow Jets Pizza Champaign on Facebook and Instagram. It's not pizza, it's Jets.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Spring is here, and as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circus Sports. From baseball to basketball, hockey to golf, Circus Sports has it all. Circus Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. Player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, and best of all, no bet fees. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circus Sports has you covered. Download the Circus Sports app or visit circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, this is Jason Snyder with Philo Exchange Bank. For over 140 years, we have been rooted in your community, making local decisions for local people. We know you and understand your goals. In a world where so much feels uncertain, one thing remains the same. We are here for you. Reliable, local, trusted for generations. Visit us in St. Joseph, Philo, Allerton, Broadlands, and our newest branch in Tolono opening this spring.
Yeah, you're welcome to text in 217-359-2255 if you would like any comment on our Fisher National Bank text line.
Somebody had commented that the jacket stays there.
I didn't, maybe? Okay, I would believe it. So it's like in some sort of a room where you wear it that for your dinner at the Masters next year. Roy will again set the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he did a very nice thing. He put a jacket on the chair. It was Tiger's. It was empty, but he had a chair recognizing Tiger Woods.
Okay.
Gary Player talked about Tiger Woods. Gary Player is 90, and he's still in shape.
Okay.
He was doing good. Jack could barely put the tee in because the kicking off the Masters 7 a.m.
Yeah, I don't like bending over that much
Well,
either. So.
It was Jack, Gary Player, and Tom Watson. Tom's relative rookie. How old is Tom Watson? I think he's 76 or 7. Jack's 86 now. And they had a huge feature on Jack's 40th anniversary of being the oldest man to ever win the Masters. He did it when he was 46. It was like a 5 or 6 minute video with Jackie, his son, who's now 62 or something.
Tom Watson's 76.
Yeah, he's a rookie. He's young. But Jack bent over, put the tee in, and hit it. But a lot of talk about Jackie being there for the moment. He had his kids caddy from time to time.
Okay.
But he had Jackie do it. 46-year-old Jack Nicklaus, who went crazy on the back nine to pull it out. It was just unbelievable, and the way the crowd reacted, and the way those putts went in for him to win his 6th green jacket. And I don't know. Tiger's won 4 or 5. I don't know if Tiger's gonna get there. But
right.
Gary Player talked about Tiger Woods.
He's 89 now.
89 for Gary Player?
Gary,
okay.
yeah.
He talked about Tiger Woods and said, hey, I don't blame him for taking pain medication. He said it is such a grueling life if you're in pain all the time.
I know it.
And he's had 20 surgeries.
Oh, man.
Legs, hips, whatever it is, ankles, whatever Tiger's had.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that get hooked on pain medication.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you can get addicted, full-blown addicted in 7 days on the hard stuff. But that's the stuff that really helps you.
Mm-hmm.
I've had morphine in my life, and I've had that feeling of give me more.
Yes.
It's really hard to describe.
Right.
But you just have a sad deal where Tiger's trying to get help. He has to appear May 4th in court. But he's Gary Player just said, I totally understand, but get a chauffeur. He said, I don't have the reflexes. I don't drive anymore.
Right.
But I have a chauffeur.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I think Tiger likes driving, first of all.
Jack Nicklaus is 86.
Yep. Jack is 86, and he kind of looks it.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks it. But boy, what a
6-time Masters winner, it says for him.
Yeah. I think Tiger's at 4 or 5. I can't remember if Tiger's 4 or 5. But
it talks about Tommy Aaron at 89 was a winner in 73. I just Googled oldest Masters players that are
still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Jack's again, he kind of looked his age, but he put the tee in the ground, he hit the ball, and I think he grabbed the tee. So that was good for him. But Gary Player has always been a fitness guy. He's a South African from South Africa.
Okay.
And but he's always been one of those guys you see on videos doing exercise.
Mm-hmm.
So he's stayed pretty good for 89.
Tiger's won 5 times.
5 times, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Tiger's at famously 15. Matt, I think he's 15 majors. Jack's at 18. And then Tiger's had a lot of injury, a lot of trouble that he's had to figure out. So, yeah, I was hopeful. He really was very close to entering this year's tournament. And that would have changed the game from the standpoint.
Absolutely.
And if he makes the cut and makes any kind of, it would have been nuts.
Yeah.
And he's 50, right? 51, something like that. Both he and Phil were out of it. I don't know if that's happened for a very, very long time where they both weren't in it. Phil has some family issues, some health problems somewhere.
Yeah, 50 for Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger just turned. All right, we're going to come right back. It's coming up on 8:27. Again, feel free to text 217-359-2255.
Orange and Blue fans know the value of preparation, teamwork, and showing up when it matters most. Just like Fred's Plumbing and Heating. For 47 years, this family-owned team has delivered dependable plumbing and HVAC installation, maintenance, and repairs throughout our community. They even offer service agreements with 0 monthly cost, because protecting your home shouldn't break the budget. When you need service you can count on, choose the team that's been winning for nearly 5 decades. Trust the Orange and Blue of Fred's Plumbing and Heating.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
This is Paul Reekin with Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. This April, pick any day of the month. Don't miss our spring cleaning, scratch and dent, and or discontinued sale event of the century. We're talking 50, 60, 70% off the already reduced price. Wow! Now's the time to replace that dishwasher that's barely washing dishes. Here we have a dishwasher with a small dent on the door. Your kids are playing football in the kitchen every night while you're making dinner. Sorry, Mom! is going to get dented anyway. Now you have a fully functional dishwasher and you saved $400. How about a refrigerator? Last year's model, not a single scratch. Save yourself $1,000 and put it towards a family summer vacation. Awesome! A new vent hood above your range. Be honest, you haven't looked at those grease filters since the late 90s. Buy a closeout hood and watch it shine from a room over for the next quarter century. It's the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World Spring Cleaning, Scratch and Dent, and or discontinued closeout appliance sale of the century. You don't have to rush. The sale is going on the whole month of April. Unless it's April 29th, you might want to hurry. Wow!
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage, and doing the right things safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at timo@gftlog.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rantobi on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics and trailer mechanic and tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know, because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. President Trump orders a military blockade of ports in Iran.
It's a response to negotiations over the weekend, which failed to produce an end to the conflict. Yesterday, President Trump said the U.S. Navy will also begin destroying mines that Iranians had laid in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, who was part of the talks, accused the United States of moving the goalposts when inches away from a deal.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Pope Leo says his appeals for peace are rooted in the gospel and pushes back against President Trump's attacks on him as too liberal and weak on crime.
I don't want to get into a debate with him. I don't think that the message of the gospel is meant to be abused in the way that some people are doing. And I will continue to speak out loudly against war.
America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a check of local news. 22nd Annual Festival of Quilts brought crowds to Cunningham Children's Home in Urbana over the weekend. The event featured quilt display, shopping, baked goods, and both in-person and online sales, proceeds supporting local youth programs. The defense for former Illinois House Speaker Michael Madigan making their case for why his conviction on federal corruption charges should be overturned. He's currently serving a 7.5-year federal prison sentence after being convicted last year. Prosecutors claiming Madigan conspired with others to get ComEd to make monetary payments to his associates in exchange for favorable legislation. April's Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Illinois troopers and local police increasing enforcement for texting, social media use, video watching, and other distractions. IDOT says over 250 people killed and more than 28,000 injured in distraction-related crashes. And that's what's happening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
Yeah, there's a coffee place in Tuscola I'm starting to talk about. It's called Hometown Grounds.
Yeah.
And they serve Mad Goat coffee, and you can take your kids there because the women can talk.
That's
and
right.
The kids can play. There's a play area. And they love it. It's
For the
downtown
guys,
Tuscola.
parents can visit. How about that?
Everybody. It's for everybody.
Exactly.
All right, Hometown Grounds in Tuscola. ESPN 93.5 now. Greg's weather.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, vicinity. Yeah, real late spring, early summer feel expected for this week. Temperatures certainly well above average. Some near record-setting warmth at times, and each day some degree of shower thunderstorm activity across the area. Up near 80 today. The rain chance is pretty small at 30%. Late morning and afternoon. For a straight shower thunderstorm, partly sunny skies, and that southwest wind gusting about 25 to 30 miles per hour. For for tonight. Breezy mild on to 65. An isolated shower thunderstorm this evening and again after midnight. Tomorrow, even Steven odds, 50% for a couple of showers, thunderstorms scattered both morning and afternoon. Partly sunny, windy, unseasonably warm and humid. The high about 83. Down tomorrow night into the mid-60s. A couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms early and a period or two after midnight. And some shower and thunderstorm activity. Pretty good coverages for Wednesday and Thursday. Highs up near 80 on Wednesday. Upper 70s Thursday. Back into the low to mid-80s Friday. And an isolated shower thunderstorm chance and better coverages on rainfall for Friday night into Saturday with weekend high temperatures in the mid-70s on Saturday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Yeah, you're wondering, why are our gas prices higher than the national average? Like $4.12, $4.13 is the national average. Well, Illinois has a lot of taxes, and they lop them into gas, and so that's one of the reasons. We're number one in property tax in America as well, over California and New York. How about that?
Right.
Way to go. Number one. We're number one.
I made sure I topped it off when I was visiting Milwaukee, Wisconsin this weekend, and it was $3.69 on those gallons.
Usually you can count on Douglas County, Tuscola.
Yep.
Our friends in Tuscola, because the prices are lower. I have no idea. And I don't know if I've got an absolute answer on that. But it's generally $3.72 when I went south recently.
Right.
But not in the last week. So maybe it is up to $4 down there. Anyway, 217-359-2255. I'm not greatly comfortable with the Pope talking politics.
Oh, boy.
I'd rather he not.
And I'd rather, Trump stay away from addressing what the Pope's saying or doing.
Well, that's not going to happen. He responds. He said weak on foreign policy and
keep religion and politics separate, please.
He's talking out against war. Nobody wants war. And the age-old question is, if you feel threatened by someone who can hurt you or your close ally Israel, do you do something, or you wait for something like October 7th to happen? Or do you act? I don't know. That's an opinion. I think I'd rather be proactive than lay back for 9/11. Go after them before, if you think they're coming. And so that's what Donald Trump assessed and thought that was it. You can criticize it and say, no, there was no threat. How would we know, right? We don't know what he saw or read. But here's the Pope on the plane.
I have no fear of neither the Trump administration nor speaking out loudly about the message of the gospel. And that's what I believe I am called to do, what the church is called to do. We're not politicians. We're not looking to make foreign policy, as he calls it.
We're not politicians. We're not going to make foreign policy, but following the Gospels. And he doesn't want war, and nobody would. Nobody does. It's hell. We don't ever want a war.
Right.
But I've seen some other, I don't know if they're cardinals or what, but they were talking about, Statue of Liberty, bring me your tired and poor. We are a country of immigrants. All I'm asking for is follow the law and just do it legally. I can't take a backpack and walk into the gates of the Vatican.
Right.
Right? And they're going to want every piece of documentation to see who I am. The Vatican's their own little country. So why would you let people that you don't know in? Oh, because we are open, we're free. Just fill out the papers. It's horrible. It takes 5 to 10 years to get into America legally now. It's terrible. So politicians have failed us on the immigration front, super failed in the last 4 years before Trump, and then Trump closed the gate.
Right.
And then he went after people that aren't supposed to be here, and that's a bad thing? I know the target was criminals, but others got involved. If they found others that weren't supposed to be, they had to go too. Is that wrong? I think the people that you knew were absolutely already had their day in court, were convicted, and they're felons, and we don't want them out? Anyway, I just want the Pope to talk about Jesus and his love and the failures of humans because we're all weak. And I don't like him commenting on, policies from any administration.
Right.
That's just me. But he did, and now we deal with the reactions and all that stuff. So, because it's just divisive. I need to find peace and love, and that's what the church promotes, and to forgive people. That's the tough part. It's hard to forgive, but that's the number one tenet of a Christian life is forgive, because you can't carry that weight. If you do, it messes you up really bad. It's way worse. It's like hate is like taking poison, expecting somebody else to die, and you're the one dying. So there's that. And I have no idea. The blockade begins today in the Strait of Hormuz. It's not necessarily going to affect us except prices. But as far as we don't need oil from Iran, but China does, India does, the rest of the world seems Europe. And the whole NATO thing, they're all afraid to touch anything we are doing because they don't want the ramifications from their Muslim communities.
And the oil.
Yeah, well, Iran has been holding people hostage for 47 years, and somebody did something about it, and now we got to figure out how to fix stuff and get it back to something. But if you leave the same people in, obviously it's just a matter of reconstituting and doing the things they want to do originally. But going in thinking we'll change the regime and change it into a pro-Israel, no, that's not going to happen. You just got to get somebody that's a little less radical. I guess is the best case, is less radical, and they don't want us all dead. I think at this point that'd be a gain. Somebody reasonable wants to be a community member as opposed to killing you all if you disagree with their policy. So anyway, that's a heavy, heavy area, and it's hard to figure out right now. And I know people are just unhappy. They're paying another $10 or $15 at the pump, and maybe more if you have a truck. You're going to hit $100 on a truck, I think. But that's why I'm back to my strategy. In the Biden administration, I never let it get past the quarter. I always it didn't cost as much.
Yep.
That's how smart I am.
Just try to top it off at half a tank.
It's $25. That was great. Well, you only got 6 gallons.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. There's that. All right, Coaches versus Cancer Wednesday night at Gordyville. Bigger crowd than normal with the team that will be there. I presume the team will meet the press and let some reporters ask questions.
That's typically the format. I believe doors open at 5.
But you cannot allow access from the people to the players. You can't do that now because everybody wants a selfie
and something to sign.
Can't do it. They know that. So they'll just have to separate. They'll bring them on the stage. They'll get them off the back way. You can't. Otherwise, you didn't sign my 4-year-old. It's his birthday today. Always a bad guy. You can never satisfy everybody on that. So these are big celebrities right now, and there's only one thing Illini fans want to know: who's on my team. Right? Right now, we know absolutely that Stefan Vax is the only confirm I got right now.
That's right.
So he's 1 on 5. That's all I got.
A freshman from Providence has committed.
And we know Mihailo Petrovic and the other guy that came, didn't play, was practicing. Bilic, he's out. So there's 2 guys gone. We know that. But we haven't heard a word from Tomislav, Z, David, Andre, Jake. Haven't heard from them. They're the only 5 I got.
Well, we know Keaton's going to the NBA draft.
Keaton said NBA on Saturday. Nobody's surprised. You have to do it. It's too much money. Kylan Boswell's getting ready for Plymouth to go get in front of the NBA people.
Okay.
And Ben Hummerkaus, I have not heard a thing.
You're right.
He could play in Europe now. He could definitely play.
But obviously he's not coming back because he was a senior.
Yeah, unless you could just go to the NCAA and say, COVID.
Okay.
Get in 9th year.
So on the dinner and auction coming up on the 15th, I see you must be 21 or older to attend. Guests will not be permitted to ask for autographs.
Stevie J said that a week ago. I just understand all this stuff, and you can't satisfy. So you have to be 21.
Final Four Fighting Illini men's basketball.
Nobody under 21?
Right.
Wow. What about
So
all
there
those
you go
kids
on
that
your
love that?
kids.
Well, there's drinking
I
and
know.
there's stuff. It's an adult party. But
And it could be that there's some slip-ups on the microphone.
okay, does that maybe happen? I don't know.
It's a lot more common these days to hear it. So
Okay. All right, 8:43 is the time.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in central Illinois. Not cookie cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne.
What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
Champaign-Urbana Ballet makes a big splash with The Little Mermaid on May 1st and 2nd at the Virginia Theater. Glamorous and amusing, this magical adventure is one for the whole family. Sponsored by Area Wide Technologies, Bill Bass Foundation, Champaign Ballet Academy, Stone Ridge Dairy, and 2 Men and a Truck. Tickets at Virginia Theater box office or visit thevirginia.org. Join CU Ballet Under the Sea with The Little Mermaid.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
846, Victor Glover was the pilot on Artemis 2 and that splashdown.
Yeah.
Friday evenings when that happened.
That's right.
Just a flashback to the 70s with Apollo. Seeing it land, I mean, we got used to the space shuttle just landing like a plane.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go with the capsule and the parachute and all the stuff.
Right.
Heat shields, the words we haven't heard in a while.
I know.
But Victor Glover, the pilot in charge of the 3 others, a solid Christian man.
When this started on April 3rd, I wanted to thank God in public, and I want to thank God again, because even bigger than my challenge trying to describe what we went through, the gratitude of seeing what we saw, doing what we did, and being with who I was with, it's too big to just be in one body.
I don't know how you don't believe in God, particularly if you're flying around the moon on the dark side and you're seeing the Earth come up over the moon. No other human's seen that.
Oh my God!
You're 4 people that have done that.
Amazing.
That's just a long way now.
Yeah.
Now, if we can get some sort of a encampment and then launch to Mars, which is only a 6-month drive, I understand. I thought it was 18. It's only 6 months.
Yep.
So about a 1.5 year commitment if you want to go to Mars. And I don't know, pick up a couple rocks. I don't know what you do. Nothing's open, okay? Nothing's open.
Drive in, drive out, and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is not a one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is that we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change a car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent in Champaign is Thomas & Ellers Insurance.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Illini fans know when you want the best, you get Jets. Order a large one-topping Detroit-style pizza for just $16.99 when you use promo code LJETS. Or up your game with a large combo for the whole family. Get a large one-topping Detroit-style pizza, your choice of bread and dipping sauce, and a 2-liter Coca-Cola product for just $26.49. Use promo code COMBO and follow Jets Pizza Champaign on Facebook and Instagram. It's not pizza, it's Jets.
Here's a tip for your next flooring project. Bring your photos to the new showroom at Flooring Surfaces. Our dedicated team can design an incredible look using a showroom filled with the latest fashions and innovations in floor covering, colorful ceramic tiles, performance vinyls, large format porcelains, fine wool carpets. If you saw it on your phone, make it a reality at Flooring Surfaces. Just call 217-398-1990 to schedule your design consultation today.
Flooring Surfaces, your first stop.
All right, check Greg's weather. Might get a little rain here coming up this week. The week of April 13 is where we are. ESPN 93.5.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity. Off and riding on a late spring, early summer feel, more or less like a mid-May to early June setup on temperatures for this week. Each day, some degrees, some coverage, some mention of showers and thunderstorms. The rain chances at 30% for later this morning and this afternoon. Partly sunny, seasonally warm, turning more humid, up around 80 for the high. That gusty southwest wind above 25 to 30 miles per hour times. Breezy mild tonight, down to a low of about 65, and a stray shower thunderstorm chance early and late. Tomorrow, better than even odds as the late afternoon wears on for showers. Thunderstorms are still scattered tomorrow morning. Partly sunny and seasonally warm, humid, windy with a high at about 83. We'll bottom out tomorrow night in the mid-60s with showers, thunderstorms across the area. Showers, thunderstorms early and late in the day on Wednesday and Thursday as well. Highs of about 80 on Wednesday and into the upper 70s for Thursday. We'll have more rain back in the forecast for Friday and into the weekend as well. We'll keep you posted right here. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Yeah, Kramer Siding and Window bringing on our weather forecast. Don't let aging materials and changing seasons leave your roof vulnerable. You can contact your local Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Roofing Contractor at kramersiding.com.
You know, with like Lands Inc., we specialize in, we've got an amazing HVAC department that takes care of your furnace, you know, your heat system, air conditioning, they do
pumps,
that.
yeah.
And for us in Underground, we take care of all your pipes that come into your home, leave your home, and work around your home to keep it dry, you know, your drainage system, sump pumps, things like that. And exactly what you said, if you don't know, you know, a couple decades ago, it was more like, oh, something broke, go fix it, repair it, no big deal. Well, now with the technology, we have cameras, like you said, that we can come in on these orange comfort clubs, and we can camera your sewer lines underneath your house and check them out just to make sure they're fine. If there's something wrong with it, we can show you right then. Truth is in seeing it.
Yeah.
We show it to you, and then you can plan as a homeowner for making those repairs or dealing with that issue later on. If it's an immediate need, at least you're not caught off surprise.
That sewer camera inspection with a proper clean out. I was just learning more at landsinc.com.
We haven't talked a lot about baseball yet, but the Cubbies, the Cardinals, the Brewers, Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh, they're about all tied.
Okay.
Everybody's around 500.
Yeah.
Maybe a game or two over. I think Pittsburgh actually might be in first this morning. So there's that. There's nobody that's off to the blistering start. Maybe the Dodgers. Mm-hmm. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
They bought a really good team again, so they're the team to beat in baseball. But Central Division, I don't know. I mean, Cincinnati's 8-6. I think the Cubbies are 500.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals are a game or two over 500. All about middle of the road 50. Heck, there's only 147 games left, so we're getting down to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cubs beat Pittsburgh yesterday. They'll have Philadelphia with a 5:40 start over on US 105.9. And against Cleveland from Busch, it's a 6:45 first pitch, 5:50 on the pregame for our St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, and I think you'll be able to pop a bag and hear it. It's a weekday.
Yes,
and there's
early
not
on in
going
the
to be.
season.
Yeah, Mason Wynn got hit by a pitch. He was out all weekend. He got hit Friday, but
Matthew Liberatore will be the pitcher today.
Matthew Liberatore is one of the Cardinal Caravan alums that were here in Champaign-Urbana.
That's right.
All right, Diane, let's go back tomorrow and meet Shauna Green.
That's right. Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. Hey, thanks for listening on this Monday. Have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage, and doing the right things safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at timo@gftlog.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rantoul on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics in, trailer mechanic and a tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at Dedicated Diesel. I'm very honored to have Brittany Algie in my studio. She's advanced practice registered nurse specializing in behavioral health at OSF Healthcare Sacred Heart in Urbana. Now has several options for inpatient, outpatient behavioral health, offering medication management and therapy to treat depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, PTSD, and more. Isn't it? You have to kind of agree you kind of need to talk to somebody.
Absolutely.
How do you get to that?
Being honest and doing a self-check-in about how you feel. Checking in with your emotions, seeing am I okay? Because a lot of times we're highly functioning, feeling depressed, we're feeling overwhelmed, and we don't take a minute to just pause and actually see how we're feeling.
But so take stigma, Brittany, and you don't want to talk to somebody because then they'll think you're crazy.
Well, there's no such thing as crazy. So there's nothing wrong with asking for help because life is always going to be challenging. There's always going to be stressors that come along.
So we commend you and
Thank you.
Somebody who loves what they do. So I'm going to give out your number.
Behavioral health professionals, OSF Healthcare, Sacred Heart, Urbana, 217-337-4310.
Hi, this is Damon Hackelman, owner of Clean Right in Champaign. When disaster strikes your home or business, you have choices for emergency restoration services in Champaign County, and we're honored every time you choose us. At Clean Right, you're not calling a big national chain, you're calling a family-owned and operated company with deep roots right here in the community. We treat every customer like a neighbor, because chances are you are. Whether it's water damage, fire, storms, or unexpected emergencies, our certified and experienced technicians are ready with a 24/7 rapid response. We work alongside trusted expert partners to make the restoration process smooth and stress-free, guiding you every step of the way. Our goal is simple: to return your home or business to safe, clean, like-new condition as quickly and painlessly as possible. Learn more or request services anytime at cleanright.net. Clean Right, restoring properties and peace of mind across Champaign County.
It's head coach Tyra Perry with Fighting Illini Softball. Join us at Eichelberger Field this season for exciting softball and great promotions. Enjoy our season-long concession deals. We have Triple Play Tuesday with a pretzel, candy, and drink for only $10. We have $7 Walking Taco Wednesdays and Family Friday with 4 hot dogs, 4 boxes of popcorn, and 4 drinks for $40. For more information about our game-specific promotions, visit fightingillini.com/promotions.
Looking for a great place to relax, grab a bite, and have some fun? Head to the Ambroise Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. This well-furnished hometown tavern has something for everyone. Enjoy great food, a full bar, and a welcoming family-friendly atmosphere. Step outside to the outdoor patio, challenge your friends on the golf simulator, or check out the full game room. Whether you're stopping in with the kids for dinner or meeting friends for a drink and some gaming machines, Ambroise Sports Bar and Grill is the place to be. Ambroise Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. Good food, good fun, and good times waiting for you.
Orange and Blue fans know the value of preparation, teamwork, and showing up when it matters most. Just like Fred's Plumbing and Heating. For 47 years, this family-owned team has delivered dependable plumbing and HVAC installation, maintenance, and repairs throughout our community. They even offer service agreements with 0 monthly cost, because protecting your home shouldn't break the budget. When you need service you can count on, choose the team that's been winning for nearly 5 decades. Trust the Orange and Blue of Fred's Plumbing and Heating.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.